JIU-ROKU-ZAKURA by Lafcadio Hearn. In Wakegori, a district of the province of Iyo, there's a very ancient and famous cherry tree called JIU-ROKU-ZAKURA, or the cherry tree of the 16th day, because it blooms every year upon the 16th day of the first month by the old lunar calendar, and only upon that day. Thus the time of its flowering is the period of great cold, though the natural habit of a cherry tree is to wait for the spring season before venturing into blossom. But the JIU-ROKU-ZAKURA blossoms with a life that is not, or at least was not originally, its own. There's a ghost of a man in that tree. He was a samurai of Iyo, and the tree grew in his garden, and it used to flower at the usual time, that is to say, about the end of March or the beginning of April. He had played under that tree when he was a child, and his parents and grandparents and ancestors had hung to its blossoming branches, season after season for more than 100 years, bright strips of colored paper inscribed with poems of praise. He himself became very old, outliving all his children, and there was nothing in the world left for him to love except that tree. And lo, in the summer of a certain year, the tree withered and died. Exceedingly the old man sorrowed for his tree. Then kind neighbors found for him a young and beautiful cherry tree, and planted it in his garden, hoping thus to comfort him. And he thanked them, and pretended to be glad. But really his heart was full of pain, for he had loved the old tree so well that nothing could have consoled him for the loss of it. At last, there came to him a happy thought. He remembered the way by which the perishing tree might be saved. It was the 16th day of the first month. Alone, he went into his garden, and bowed down before the withered tree, and spoke to it, saying, "Now deign, I beseech you, once more to bloom, because I am going to die in your stead." For it is believed that one can really give away one's life to another person, or to a creature, or even to a tree, by the favor of the gods. And thus, to transfer one's life is expressed by the term migawari ni tatsu, to act as a substitute. Then, under the tree, he spread a white cloth and divers coverings, and sat down upon the coverings, and performed harakiri, after the fashion of a samurai. And the ghost of him went into the tree, and made it blossom in that same hour. And every year it still blooms on the 16th day of the first month, in the season of snow.